Very good morning, students. Today we are going to revise chapter history, first chapter, tracing changes through 1,000 years, and we want to know about a cartographer. Who is a cartographer? A person who makes the maps. And here it is given about two cartographers. One is the Arab cartographer, that is Al Idrisi, and he made a map that everything all information written in Arabic. Then 70, that is in the 1154, means 1,000 years before he made one map. Then in 1720, when the Europeans started to come to different continents, that time they made one map that is with the help of French cartographer, and that is entirely different from the map what the Al-Idrisi made. And we can see that one in the textbook. It is everything written in French, and in that very clearly they are writing some of the famous place of India, including Sri Lanka, like that things it is included in that one. And this map the European sailors, those who are coming through ships, and that is the sailors and the merchants was using this map, which is made by the French cartographer. Then and we can see the when we are understanding the history, we want to understand according to the year when they made this map and other things. Then the terminology in olden days and nowadays, what is the difference between the terminology what we are using? In olden days it was using Hindustan, the Hindustan we was using, and that was what we are understanding today, that India, not that one. It is a subcontinent of India altogether it was, and it is came because of the presence of the river Sindh or Sindhu river, or that word is the poet he is using the Hind word, that Amir Khusrau he is using the word Hind. Then the while the idea of the geographical and cultural entity of the India did exist in the olden days, that's why we are was calling Hindustan. Then the medieval period we are using the word that foreigners, that is mean only strangers. It may be from other village people also. Then nowadays we are using the foreigner, means those who are coming from other countries. Okay. Then historians and the sources that you studied in 6th standard, again it is coming. What are the sources of historians? That is manuscripts, then textual records, that is the manuscript, then architecture, the buildings and other things, and the inscriptions on the stone or the metal plates. Then we can see the coins and pots and other things. These are the things from where the historians they are studying about the particular age of that people, the age, the time, and how the people was living and where they was living, like that things. And nowadays we can see they are placed in the archives and libraries, in the manuscripts and documents, and it is giving many information to us. Then we can see some of the examples. It is given different types of letters and other things. Then we are moving to the new and social groups, how the people they are developing. We studied about the caste system in 6th standard, and it is coming the other some of the groups, and that you will study in the coming lessons detailed way. And the food system of the people of that time, a different movement in this period. New technologies made their appearance, like Persian wheels in irrigation. That is the one of the things in the time of 8th century onwards we can see, and the spinning wheel for in weaving, and the firearms in combat, like the different new technology came. Then different food items, new food and beverage also appeared here in the Indian subcontinent, like potatoes, corns, chilies, tea and coffee, like that things. Before it was not there in India. And when we studied in 6th standard history, we have seen that when the barley, rice, wheat, like that things they was using. Then Remember, all these are the innovations, new technologies and crops, and it is came along with the people, those who came from other area. That's why we can see a drastic changes or the development in economic, political, social and cultural changes here in the Indian subcontinent, because different type of people, they came to India, though they brought their own culture, and it knowingly or unknowingly it become mixed. And there is it was a period of great mobility, movement of the people. Groups of people, they are traveling from one place to another place in search of opportunity, different types of opportunity. It may be job opportunity, it may be water opportunity, like that, different things. Because of that, people was moving from one place to another. One group of people who came become important in this period, that is Rajputs, and that name derived from the Rajputra. That means Rajaputra, that is the meaning of the son of a ruler. In English we are saying like that, prince and princess, like that. So that word, it is came from the word Rajaputra, the son of God, and that is the one of the group that is become very prominent, important one, that is Rajput. Then many other groups also formed, and we can see the Kshatriya caste, they are also becoming warriors, and the terms include not just the rulers and chieftains, but also the soldiers and commanders who served in armies to different monarchs also. Means the Kshatriya means not the king and the like that prominent person, but the army, those who was ruling the king. Then other some people like Marathas, Sikh, Jat, Ahams, then Kayasthas, like the different groups that is formed in this period. Then it may ask us a question. If it is asking 3 mark question, just write the names, the group of people become prominent one, and or politically prominent one in this age, that are one Marathas, second Sikhs, third one Jats, like that you can write. Then in 6th standard we done all these things, so I don't think like that you want to get all this information again and again. Okay, throughout this period, means we are coming to the habitat, what it means. The gradual clearing of the forest and extension of agriculture, and a change faster and more complete in some areas than the other area. Changes in their habitat means where the lives they was living, they refer to the environment of a region and the social and economical lifestyle of its residents. For example, the people, those who was living in OT area, if they are changing their habitat because they are not getting the proper food and other things now, and they can't follow their economical status now, that's why they are moving to from one place to another place. So what is happening, the change in their habitat, and that's why what is happening, because of that one, the people getting the force or compulsion to migrate from one place to another place, moving from one place to another place. Then we can see that one in this age we the formation of jadis and subjadis we can see, and that is related to some of the regulations it is came in the society. And we can see jadi panchayat, according to that particular jadi, they are assembling together of the elders, and they are deciding what should do, what should not do. If they are doing some wrong thing, they are deciding everything, and each and every village, it was ruled by a chieftain, like a ruler, and we can consider it is the small unit of a state or present Gram Sabha. Then comes the regions and empires, which rulers was ruling here in India, and that we are going to study in different lessons. First one is the Cholas, Tughlas, Mughals, like that different chapters we are going to study. And what a Sanskrit Prashasti, it is praising the Delhi Sultan, and that Gyanshuddin Balban, he explained He explained that he was the ruler of vast empire stretched from Bengal, that in olden days it was known as Gauda, and east to Ghazni, that is Ganjana in Afghanistan. Means these names, it may come as a match the pair. For example, Gauda, it will be in A column and Bengal will be in B column, and you want to match that one. And people of different regions, Gauda, Andhra, Kerala, Karnataka, Maharashtra and Gujarat, apparently fled before his armies. They was become furious in front of his armies, like that. Who said? The one of his writer of that time, he written in the time of Delhi Sultanate. And we can see this is the map for your exam, your for test. And this is about the what we can say, different provinces of Delhi Sultanate in the time of Muhammad Tughlaq, that we already studied in about Muhammad Tughlaq. And the question may come like that, place name I will give. For example, Awadh, where it is, and you want to find out where is Awadh. It is given number 14, and you can find out where is 14, and that is Awadh. Means it is present UP Bihar area, it is coming Awadh. Then next question, it is given Telangana, where it is in present Andhra Pradesh, like that, or near to the Tirupati, like that we can say. So that, like that, place name, the downside it is given the places, and according to number given upside, that you want to study. This is for your map question, and put no need to put dot, that exact place you put one dot, and put the place name, that this is 24th. Which one is the 24th? Which place it is? Malabar. It is given Malabar here. So that is the place of Malabar. Like that, place name you will get it. Where is Delhi? That you can find out in the map. Where is Delhi? Here it is coming the upper part. Maximum things I will ask from inside India, present India. Other things of Afghanistan and other things, because you will get only Indian map. So I won't ask other places, Afghanistan and Pakistan, like that things I won't ask. The next one, the languages what we was using here in India. And one of the poet, like the his name Amir Khusro, he wrote in 1913 about different languages here in India. This also may ask us question. Then Kannada in southern Karnataka, Sindhi, Lahori, Kashmiri, Dwaramudri, like that languages was using in southern Karnataka. Then Telangani in Andhra Pradesh, Gujarani in Gujarat, Malbari in Tamil Nadu, and Gauri in Bengal, Awadhi in the eastern Uttar Pradesh, and Hindwani in the area of around the Delhi. Like that, in different way he is expressing the name of the language. Maybe in that time people was saying like this name, or what he understood, according to that he is forming the languages. And the main books, it is written in Sanskrit, that only the Brahmins can read, ordinary people can't read. That also he is referring in his book about the Sanskrit language. And we can see the in different geographical dimensions according to their languages also, and their language and characteristics, it was different one according to the geographical area. Then the different dynasties was ruling here in India, that you can find out. Occasionally dynasties like Cholas, Khalji, Tughlaq, Mughals, like the different dynasties also was here in this period. Not before, not after, only 700 to 1750 that time. Then all the new religion, some of the religion and how it was developing here in India, that we are seeing in this lesson. Then thinking about the time and historical periods, we can see the periodization of the this one. And in 6th standard also we have seen the British India, they made like that the period of India means periodization done like that, Hindus period, Muslims period and British period, like that it is by British people. And we are making the periodization, Indian historians what we are following like that the period of hunters and gatherers, Then we are saying like that the medieval period, then modern period, like that ancient period, medieval period and modern period, like that we are making the periodization here in India. Indian historians we are making. By that we are completing the first lesson. Okay, we'll continue in next video.